Jimmie, the race in San Diego, does it seem real? And especially when you look back at when you first got into NASCAR racing, well, there's never going to be an event in San Diego, but now there is.
Yeah, I'm blown away. It's so great to be here in person. I made a lap around the racetrack itself, or what I could. There's some fences and such in the way right now, but to get a sense of the space and just how picturesque it's going to be. I mean, it's an incredible layout of the track. It's going to be very, very challenging. And kind of to your point, I mean, when I grew up riding in the local hills near El Cajon and would go watch stock cars at El Cajon Speedway, and I thought the racing days in proper San Diego were long behind us, but here we are. This is great.
Now, last week, Kurt Busch was in town after spending some time with an aardvark. He says your best opportunity to do well is in the trucks. And I didn't know that you really raced trucks. I guess you've only raced trucks once?
Yeah, one other time.
Now, why are you deciding to do trucks on this event?
I've fallen into a unique category where I'm not running Cup Series full time, so I can then come to a new track for the other divisions. They have some language in there to keep guys out of the vehicles for 3 days in a row and having too big of an advantage.
Okay.
So, you know, the truck platform fits the old Cup platform that I raced on a regular basis. Where the Cup cars are now, it's a very foreign car for me. Even running the 10 or 12 races I've done, it's very different than what I competed in the past. So the truck will be like what I'm used to, and then I'll bang around out there in the Cup car and see what I can pull off.
You talk about it being bumpy, obviously because this concrete out here wasn't designed to have a race on it.
Yeah, we'll try to run the cars as low as we can. In order to control the platform of the car, you want a stiff spring, stiff shock combination to manage it, but your ride quality is awful at that point. And so it'll just be a balancing act. Nothing's going to really injure or hurt the drivers from bouncing around. It'll just irritate us, and more than anything, it'll irritate the tires. And I think you'll see a lot of tire fall off. So, you know, pitting when you pit, you know, a lot of other strategy will come into the race as a result.
Do you foresee it becoming an annual event and coming back here to North Island?
I know I want it to. I'm sure there are many other things in the background that will lead into that. But if we put on a great show and, you know, the fans love it, the Navy has a great experience with our fan base and with the teams and working with everyone, I know it stacks the deck in our favor. Let's
even go deeper into the weeds of modifying a car. Will the salt air have any different impact than normal air at tracks that are further inland?
It will. The aerodynamic properties, you'll have more dense air, so you'll have more downforce. The cool temperatures will be helpful for the engine performance, but you know, it's so humid in a sense that the moisture content in the air will take away a little power. So with all that being said, it's very difficult for drivers to kind of feel and notice it. If you went from, you know, racing in Denver to San Diego back-to-back days, you would definitely pick up on some things. But you know, all in all, it should be good, and more than anything, the brakes will have a bit more, bit larger of a window to work in with the cool air.
Okay, very good. Something else I want to ask you about, we do a lot of stories with Ron Capps, who has had a great career, as you have, doing drag racing. He is now also into car ownership. Let me ask you, what's been the biggest surprise of car ownership for you? And then I'll let you know what he says. What's the big surprise for him?
How slow it is for implementation at the ownership side. I mean, as a driver, I had to worry about 15 to 20 crew members, and we were at the pointy end of what the factory would create. So by the time it got to us, you know, we had options and we could play with variations of tools and components. But where I sit now and trying to keep all the departments fully loaded with whatever they need, if it's business ops or competition, that process and layering in the right stuff, it's just a slow moving process.
He said the thing that surprised him was, as an owner driver, not that, you know, you're not full-time driver, but you're still driving a little bit, when he wrecks the car, ooh, that's going to cost me a penny. Do you think about that at all?
I do, and yes, you're absolutely right. John Hunter crashed yesterday at Dover. It wasn't his fault, but took a couple good smacks. I'm like, yeah, that's probably about $200,000-$300,000 worth of damage. You kind of learn what that costs now.
Reminds me of my dad when I got my license. You better not get in a wreck. You know?
Yeah, you'll appreciate this. I called Rick Hendrick, maybe my first year as an owner. All 3 Cup cars that we took to the track were crashed out in the Daytona 500.
Oh, jeez.
And I called Rick and I was like, boss, I'm so sorry. He goes, why? I said, all those cars I crashed, I now have an understanding of what it costs.
That's pretty good. Pretty good. All right, let me, I've got 2 questions from a longtime NASCAR fan. Let me look him up here. I don't want to misquote him. Okay, John Murillo of La Mesa, 2 questions. 1, are you prepared for the absolute bumpiness of what you're about to race on, and what modifications did you have to do for the car?
I raced in the Mint 400 in a trophy truck recently, so I think I'm ready for the jumps and bumps. But what's wild is NASCAR provided a track scan to all the OEMs. We've all loaded them into our simulators and have been running, and we thought there's no way it could be that rough, but it is. It is that rough. So
really?
We're gonna have to just buckle down and really start raising the ride height of the car, and then working with the suspension to manage the bumps. Okay,
very good. And second question from John Murillo. Is the North Island race going to appease all us fans who have lost El Cajon Speedway?
I think it will take a good shot at it for sure. I hate to know that the Speedway's gone.
Yeah.
With it being an active base, I know there's some limitations around fans, the head count of fans to come in, but it's going to be an amazing show. And I think they're still talking like 80,000 people can get in, which is a big number. And of course, there's television, and we're going to put on a great show.
Sweet. Jimmie, we appreciate your time as always.
Thanks, Pop.
And have fun next month here at the race.
Thank you.